Welcome to today's video, where we'll be exploring the story behind the 1988 Jefferson 5-cent coin with a D mint mark. This small yet iconic piece of American currency represents decades of history, craftsmanship, and symbolism. Even in circulated condition, the 1988 Jefferson nickel with the Denver mint mark carries character and tells a story of how everyday coins can hold lasting value. The Jefferson nickel has been one of the most familiar coins in American pockets since its introduction in 1938. Designed by sculptor Felix Schlag, this coin replaced the earlier Buffalo nickel and has since become a symbol of American endurance and identity. By 1988, it had already been circulating for half a century, continuing its legacy as a timeless part of U.S. coinage. On the obverse side of the coin, we see a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and one of the principal authors of the Declaration of Independence. His calm, dignified expression embodies the principles of liberty, democracy, and wisdom that helped shape the nation's foundation. The inscription surrounding Jefferson's portrait read, "In God we trust, liberty," and the date, 1988. Just beside the bust, you can also spot the D mint mark, signifying that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the main facilities responsible for producing U.S. coinage. In circulated condition, the coin may show signs of wear. Perhaps Jefferson's cheekbones appear smoother, the hair details are faint, or the rim has softened over time. But these subtle marks only add to its charm, telling us it has passed through countless hands and witnessed everyday life across America. Turning the coin over, we find the famous image of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home. This neoclassical building, with its domed roof and elegant columns, represents Jefferson's architectural genius and his deep appreciation for balance, proportion, and beauty. The reverse also features inscriptions such as E pluribus unum above Monticello, and Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America below. The lettering is simple yet classic, maintaining a design that has stood the test of time for generations. The coin's composition, 75% copper and 25% nickel, gives it a silver-gray color that has become instantly recognizable. Over decades of circulation, this alloy develops a warm tone, sometimes with light patches of tarnish, reflecting its long journey through pockets, tills, and collections. The 1988 Jefferson nickel with the Denver mint mark was part of a massive mintage, as millions were produced that year. Despite being common, each circulated coin is unique in its own way. Its scratches, tone, and wear patterns create a one-of-a-kind character that no two coins share. For collectors, coins like this serve as historical markers. They may not hold high monetary value, but they represent an important era in U.S. minting history, a time when the traditional design still reigned before major updates in the early 2000s. Holding this coin connects you to the everyday life of 1988 America, a year of change, progress, and innovation. It's a year that saw advances in technology, music, and culture, and through it all, coins like this were part of the daily rhythm of life. The Jefferson nickel design endured for decades because it perfectly captured the spirit of America, strong, simple, and dependable. Even in circulated condition, that spirit remains clear in the 1988 Denver Mint example. When light hits the coin, you might notice how the raised portions of Jefferson's portrait reflect differently than the flat fields. This interplay of light and shadow enhances the beauty of even a worn coin, showing how well the design was crafted. Monticello on the reverse often tells its own story of wear. The fine lines of the building's architecture may have softened, and some letters might show signs of fading, but the structure's symmetry still stands strong. It's a testament to Jefferson's enduring influence. Coins like this one remind us that currency is more than just a tool for trade, it's a piece of national identity. The Jefferson nickel, in particular, has represented the ideals of liberty, unity, and progress for over 8 decades. Collectors often seek circulated coins like the 1988 D because they offer authenticity. They've been part of the economy, they've served their purpose, and they carry with them a tangible sense of history. If you study this coin closely, you'll find tiny details that speak volumes: the spacing of the lettering, the placement of the mint mark, and the texture of the metal. Each small feature reflects precision and craftsmanship from the U.S. Mint. Even in its circulated state, the coin maintains balance and clarity. That's part of why the Jefferson nickel design lasted so long without major changes. It's timeless, functional, and beautifully American. For many people, coins like the 1988 D Jefferson nickel bring back personal memories, saving change in jars, buying small treats, or collecting coins as kids. These small connections make numismatics not just about money, but about memory. In circulated condition, you may notice softening on the rim or light contact marks from other coins. These features give the coin a lived-in look, proof that it was part of real life, a silent witness to thousands of small exchanges. The Denver Mint, known for its precision and high output, played a major role in producing this coin. The D mark proudly identifies its origin, linking it to a facility that has served the nation since the early 1900s. Every Jefferson nickel represents a small piece of American heritage, and the 1988 D version is no exception. Its modest face value hides a deeper story of artistry, leadership, and national pride. Even though it's made of base metals, the design and symbolism elevate it far beyond its material worth. It's a reminder that history doesn't always come in gold or silver. Sometimes it's right there in everyday change. The Jefferson nickel also embodies continuity. Despite evolving designs in other denominations, the nickel stayed true to its roots for decades, connecting multiple generations of Americans through a familiar design. Over time, as coins wear, they develop what collectors call character. That's especially true for circulated coins like this. Each nick, edge mark, and faint detail adds to the coin's individuality and depth. For those who collect or simply appreciate coins, a circulated 1988 D Jefferson nickel is a tangible connection to both the past and present. It's a piece of American craftsmanship that continues to serve even today. The 1988 D nickel might not be a rare find, but its story is rich. It's part of a series that honors a man whose ideas shaped a nation and whose home, Monticello, still stands as a monument to American ideals. When you hold this coin, you're holding a piece of Jefferson's legacy, a symbol of liberty and intellect that has endured through generations. Its circulated condition makes it real, a survivor of time and touch. And that's the beauty of coins like the 1988 D Jefferson nickel. They remind us that history isn't just written in books, it's carried in our hands, pocket to pocket, year after year. Each coin is a small piece of the larger story of America, continuing its journey one exchange at a time.